as you can see, hotel rooms, especially after a long day working on a cricket match, aren't the best places to record vlogs in. But then, when you're on tour, you've got to do what you've got to do. So here I am at the end of India versus Bangladesh and looking ahead to India versus Pakistan. Two teams that are approaching a big game from very different paths. Pakistan with a very, very difficult to comprehend performance against New Zealand, who laid down the marker, looking very good indeed. And India with a hard-fought win, which actually might stand them in good stead, because sometimes these matches early on in a tournament are better than just a walk in the park. So two very different paths, but India will be very happy with what they did against Bangladesh because they showcased their batting depth. When you're 4 wickets down, 90, 100 runs still to get, and you've got a player of the caliber of KL Rahul coming in. A little lucky on a couple of occasions, but as he played more deliveries, he just looked better and better. But at the other end, for someone, it was an absolute joy to watch. There's a reason that for a couple of years longer, we've all been talking up Shubman Gill, because he has just embraced the seemingly easy but very difficult art of innings building. And it was fascinating to see how he very quickly assessed what the conditions are going to be, what the shots are going to be, what to play, what not to play, and backed himself to go all the way through. This was his slowest 50, his slowest 100, but I dare say he'll be very, very proud of this one, simply because as the set batter, he took India home, and that's not as easy a skill as it seems. So big, big plus for India. The form of Shubman Gill is now gone 4 innings, 4 successive half centuries, and he's showing a very happy ability to convert form into big scores. And India will be delighted with the form of Mohammad Shami. He had to work very, very hard to come back. Picked up 2 wickets early on against Bangladesh, came back and picked up 3 more to finish with a fifer that must fill him with a lot of confidence. Harsha is doing almost everything that's been asked of him. But you just think, on the big day against a nervy side, someone who's swinging the ball in left-handed, swinging it out, capable of bowling at the death too. Just wonder whether Arshdeep might be a more tactical pick over Harshit Rana. But as I said, Harshit Rana has done everything that's been asked of him. It also looks like more and more with every passing day that India's 3-spinner policy will work very well for them. Now, the game against Pakistan is not going to be played on this surface. It's 2 strips adjacent to it. But the entire square has taken such a lot of cricket over the last few months that I don't think it'll play too differently. They'll try very hard to make it a really good surface, but I don't think it'll play too differently. And that is why I'm a little intrigued by Pakistan's approach. They had the opportunity with the mighty blow that they received with Fakhar Zaman to still try and get something out of it and get another pure spinner in the side, because they already had Usman Khan as a pure batter available in the side. But look, they understand their requirements, their structure, their combinations better than anybody else, you'd assume. And so they've gone with Imamul Haq. I still think they might need another spinner there, unless they're so confident of 2 fine cricketers in Salman Agha and Khushdil Shah. But Pakistan will have to do 2 things if they've got to come back into this tournament, because remember, they lose to India and they're virtually out of the tournament, sweating over what happens with New Zealand versus Bangladesh, India versus New Zealand, but you don't want to be in that situation. So they've got to do 2 things. First, every time Pakistan are playing well, they've taken wickets in the power play. If Naseem Shah and Shaheen Afridi are not taking wickets in the power play, then the bowling attack looks very, very different. I think it also reduces to some extent the potency of Faris Rauf bowling through the middle. So that's one big factor for Pakistan. And secondly, I think the one English word that's been spoken about in Pakistan more than any other over the last 24, 48 hours, show a little bit more intent. How can you be 20 after 10 overs in a 320 chase? So I'm expecting Pakistan to show a lot more intent. But there's one thing with that side. You see their history. They always enter a tournament looking very good, and they disappoint their fans. And just when you think, come on, Pakistan, what are you doing? They show a completely different side to them, because what they do in one game bears no relation to what they will do at another game. But the pressure is on them. Home tournament. I know they're flying away to Dubai to play this game. If Pakistan start to think, oops, what if we lose this game? What if we get knocked out from our home tournament? Then they'll put additional pressure on themselves. India looking good. You never actually pick a favorite in a game like this, but I think going into this tournament, India looking the stronger side. Pakistan have a few things to resolve, but as I said, you never know which Pakistan team turns up.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.